You wouldn't think it from most of the media, but politics mostly happens outside the Westminster bubble. Now, I'm actually here in Mansfield. It's Thursday, it's an afternoon in August, and hundreds of people have given up their time to be part of a new national community organising movement for the Labour Party. This is one of the only seats, 6 seats, that Labour lost at the last general election. I'm going to find out, does this hold the secret to whether or not Labour can win the next general election by taking the enthusiasm people feel about Jeremy Corbyn's leadership within the Labour Party out into communities like Mansfield? What is this about today? What's it all about? What's the point?
Labour can win the next election because we're mobilising in the communities, because we're essentially going around the narrative of the mainstream media and saying, well, what does it affect your life? Housing, jobs, education. But above all, it's about building that sense of solidarity and hope, and above all, inclusion, so that we can leave a higher standard of living for our children and our grandchildren than there is at the present time.
So Sarah, tell me a bit, you've just been speaking up there in front of hundreds of people at this big community organising event here in Mansfield. Can you tell me your story? What were you talking about there?
I was talking about my son. He's got paranoid schizophrenia, but he only actually gets support once a fortnight because of government cuts, basically. They need to get back to the people, because it's the people at the end of the day that vote, and it's the people that need help, and it's the people that need support, it's people that need love. If you look after people, everything else will fall into place.
So tell me your name.
Tenant Seymour.
And now you're going through, because the universal credit scheme.
Yeah, I've had to go debt relief because the universal credit put me that much in debt. I'm struggling to buy food. I'm struggling to keep my phone going. I just find it absolutely absurd and degrading.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're a teacher?
Yes.
In Mansfield?
In Mansfield.
So, tell me a bit about the sorts of young people you teach. What sort of backgrounds, what sort of issues you deal with?
I work in what I would class as a true comprehensive school, so you've got children from every walk of life there. When I first started training, we had a snow day, and I couldn't make it into school, so I went in once the snow had cleared, and I said to the headmaster, did you enjoy your snow day? And he said, oh, no. Anyone that lives within walking distance of this school comes into school. I says, why is that? He said, we can never ever close this school because if we don't open, some children will not eat that day. So, it breaks my heart that what are they doing over these 6 weeks holidays? Are they not eating for 6 weeks? Probably. And it, really quite gets to me.
It's hard.
I just want to see an end to absolute poverty. I can't see a reason for it. I can't see why it's a thing in 2018 in one of the richest countries in the world. How is that still a thing?
How important do you think this will be when a general election is called, this whole community organising, taking the grassroots into the communities?
You need to be able to demonstrate to them. You're not just here when you need their vote. You're here to help them out of whatsoever situation you can. That's within your remit or powers to do. It's a different way of doing politics, and I think that's what's appealing to people.
We're not just here to hear a speech and to go home. This isn't your typical political meeting.
Oh, I've stolen your turn. What do you think this can do, what we're seeing here today, do in terms of helping Labour win the next general election? How important is it? What do you think this event is all about to get that to happen?
I think it's so important to make it local and to make it feel like you can make a difference, because I think that's the thing. People are turned off because they feel like politicians are a million miles away from them and they don't listen. And I think this shows that actually Jeremy's here, he will listen, everyone will listen. So just take action.
Fantastic.
Thank you. Can I have a selfie?
Of course you can, of course you can.
Thank you.
Oh, it's lovely to see you.
Ideas of the empowerment of people. That is the message that our party is putting across. We are going to win in Mansfield, we are going to win in the East Midlands, and we're going to win across the country, and we'll get a Labour.
He's putting the Labour solidify on an election footing, because of course this government could collapse at any moment. But what this is about is not simply a rally. Obviously, there's a pretty buoyant mood in this room, as there always at these sorts of rallies. It's about taking this energy out into local communities, and that will be the test. Can all of these people, enthused and excited about his leadership, take that out there to people at the moment who haven't been engaged or haven't been inspired? And that is what this is all about.